Hello everyone, how are we doing today? Things that you would do that is going to make you be a better saxophone player, because it's very important for you to understand some of the basics, things that's going to make everything much more easier for you, so that when you're navigating, when you're playing whatever you want to play on your saxophone, you're well rooted. So that's the idea of this whole thing. And I said in the previous teachings that I'm going to make sure I simplify things in a way that is going to be very, very easy and simple for you to understand. So that's why we're here. So let's get it started today. It's going to be a nice time. We're going to enjoy ourselves. You're going to enjoy every bit of it. You're becoming a good saxophonist. So today, basically what I'm going to talk about is getting used to all your keys on saxophone, because it's very important for you to get used to all your keys, so that you know when you're moving from one point to another point, maybe from C to D and all of that. So you know how to navigate yourself with your fingerings. That is what I'm going to be talking about today, getting used to all your keys on saxophone. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the major key first. I'm going to deal with the major keys. So now when we're talking about major keys, I'm going to start from C. When I say the major keys, it's going to be C, D, E, F, G, A, B, back to your C, which is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. So simple as that. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start from my C. Everything that I'm doing is I'm starting from the C because, which is this. So I'm going to play it right now. Now I'm dealing with the major key first. Your major keys on saxophone. So I'm going to run my scales, the same thing that I did. I'm going to do it on my C, on my D, on my E, on my F, on my G, on my A, on my B, then back to my C. So don't forget what I said. I did my scale C. I did it on C, on D, on E, on F, on G, on A, on B, and on back C. Mind you, this scale that I run now is just the ascending. I didn't do the descending with it. So this is just the ascending. I'm going to do it one more time. Just the ascending. Major keys from C. Do it one more time. The ascending. now I'm going to do the descending from the C that from the last note that I just played down. So now I'm doing the descending. Of course, you know the descending is. So I'm going to start now. I'm going to do the descending. Don't forget, I'm going to do the descending on all the major keys. So now I'm going to combine both the ascending and the descending together, major keys. Ascending and descending, I'm going to combine both together right now. So the idea is, when you do it on, you can actually split it. Actually, you can concentrate on C, play it for some time. Then when you know that your hand is already, you're okay with your fingering and all of that, you can move to the next key. For example, maybe you do your C. You can tell yourself that, okay, I want to do it. I want to run it both ascending and descending on key C alone. Maybe I want to do it for 4 times or 3 times or 2 times, depending on how many times you want to do it. Then once you know that you're good, then you can proceed to the next key, which is D. Then you proceed like that to the next key, which is E. For example, I'm gonna make an example on that. Now on C. Then I move to D. E. Remember I said you can decide to do it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So I'm going to make an example. I'm going to do them ascending and descending twice. Then I'll proceed to D, ascending and descending twice, like that. I might not do everything, but I just want you to have an understanding of what I'm trying to say. So that's it on major keys, your major keys. So your C, D, E, F, G, A, B, back to C. So now, the second one I'm going to touch on is all your keys. Now I'm talking about the major keys now and the sharp keys, whatever we want to do, the sharp keys, the flat keys. So we call it chromatics, like your C. I'm going to run it all together. This one is quite different from the first one that I did. Remember the first one I did is the major keys. So this one now is going to be with the sharp keys. So I'm going to do C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, then C. So I did my, like we used to call it back at home in Nigeria, do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, to, ti, do. Yeah, so C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, then C. Because when you're descending, it's gonna be C, B, B flat, A flat, G, F sharp, F, E flat, D, then D flat, C. D flat is also C sharp. So whichever way you understand it, it's all cool. So that's what I'm going to do now. This is quite different from. So that's what we call chromatics. I'm adding all the sharp notes now. C sharp, D, D sharp. I'm going to do it one more time. Now I'm going to descend. One more time, the descending. So I'm going to do it all together, both the ascending and the descending. Now I'm doing all the keys with the chromatics. I'm on C. So I'm going to do the same exercise that I did on C. So I'm going to do it on, I'm going to run the chromatics now. I'm going to run C, C sharp, D, D sharp. Do you understand what I mean? All right. I'm going to do do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, to, ti, do. The ascending is going to be C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. So the descending is going to be C, B, B flat, A, G sharp, G, F sharp, F, E flat, D, C sharp, then C. So I move to the next key, which is D. Move to the next major key, which is E with the chromatics. Move to the next major key, which is F with the chromatics. I move to the next key, G with the chromatics. A. B with the chromatics. So back to my C now, second octave. So that's it on that. So let me give you 2 exercises. You're gonna do one. The first one is gonna be for the major keys, which is your C, D, E, F, G, A, B back to C. So then the second one is gonna do with your chromatics that has the C, C sharp, D, same thing, the next key, D, E, F, and all of that. Another time I'm gonna talk about how you can figure out all your keys. Like I'm gonna teach you the keys, the fingering on C, on D, on E, on F, but that's not what I'm focusing on today. So the first exercise is gonna be on your major keys, on all your major keys. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, back to C, which is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. I'm gonna do descending now. Get it? So you can do it 2 times, you can do it 3 times until you're comfortable. You can actually lower your tempo because I don't want the tempo to be too slow. That's why I did it this way. If you know you can't keep up with the tempo, or maybe if it's too fast for you, you can always reduce your tempo. So when you get it right, when you know that you're comfortable, then you increase the tempo. So the second one that has the sharp keys, which has to do with the C, C sharp, D, E, like that. So it's going to be the second exercise. So once I do that, that is it for this segment. The focus today is more on the major keys, but I'm running it with the chromatics. Time, all the major key ascending. I'm not running descending with it right now. I'm just running only the ascending. All the major key chromatics ascending. the ascending and descending together. The major keys with the chromatics. I'm going to run it together now. Pay attention. Yeah, you see, that's it. So now there's no way you do all these things, all the major keys and all of that. That is not going to help your flexibility. That is not going to help your fingering. That is not going to even help your embroidery. It's going to help your sound generally, and it's going to help you to be well rooted on your saxophone. So that is it for today. And the next segment, I'm going to be talking on something more, and to elaborate more on this, so that it can be easy for each and every one of us to get used to our instrument and to be confident and to be flexible with our saxophone. So if you have any question, you can DM me directly on my Instagram at PeterSmoothNG, on my Facebook at Peter Faraday, and you can send me email. All this just to make sure that we're all okay on our instrument. And I'm going to see you until the next. Take care.